Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Vault Jersey. Joe Archino back here. And this weekend, we are set for one of the biggest clashes in the La Liga season. Atletico Madrid going to the Camp Nou to take on FC Barcelona. And we all kind of know, this is as heavyweight as it comes. Both sides both have 48 points each. And this is really going to be a match when we look back at towards the later half of the season, when it's almost winding down to the end, that will really pay dividends for whoever ends up winning this league, because these matches they really do ultimately make the difference. The matches between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid really make the difference, because it's so top heavy, La Liga, more so than almost any other league. Outside of Atletico and Real Madrid, Barca's not going to face too much stiff competition. They really are not. And whenever they play Atletico Madrid, it always is a difficult contest for them, because I think at the end of the day, what you always have to look at is, both these sides, they're going to be tactically ready always. That's just the way it is. Sometimes you can get away with it because you just are better prepared than another club is. But Diego Simeone is one of the best coaches in world football, and his side is always going to be ready. This game, like it always is won by the squad with the more talent. And the more talent, of course, is always on Barca's side. Suarez, Neymar, Messi, it's the best attacking trio in the entire world. There's no question about it. And when they're all at their peak form, I don't think that there's any stopping them. Now, Barcelona, I think as a whole, is in a good position right now. The only thing sometimes you worry about is they play in so many competitions, and sometimes that's a concern. Sometimes it's not. Atletico is also playing in usually the same amount of competitions. They've also been participating in the Copa del Rey, so they played a lot of extra matches. Barca's played a lot of extra matches. At the Camp Nou, which is ultimately the difference, I'm going to take Barcelona to win this one 2-1. I just think, look, I rarely do side against Barcelona. They have sometimes they have that little hiccup in the season, but the biggest thing that you can define them by is their consistency from the top to the bottom, from every player on that lineup. Again, there's not a better well-oiled machine in world football than Barcelona. It's just everything that they do, every touch with the ball, everything that's just orchestrated from both sides is just incredible to watch. They're always well prepared, as Atletico Madrid will be, and it's always a battle of possession, and it always just comes down to who has more talent. And in this one, there's no question that Barcelona is the one that has more talent. Now, Luis Enrique did comment about this. He said it'll be a tight at the top, regardless of what this one is, and that's true. It is always tight at the top between Barca, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid. But ultimately, that's why I think this will mean so much if Barcelona comes away with this win here. They already defeated Real Madrid 4-0 in the first time they played. If they also walk away with that win here against Atletico Madrid, I think they're just positioning themselves to win the league again. I already think they will win the league again, just because they've displayed so much. Even when Messi was out for a significant period of time, they really showed no signs that La Liga was out of their hands. And again, this is going to be another huge one where if you get the wins against Real Madrid and against Atletico Madrid, basically everything else in the league takes care of itself, because outside of those top three clubs, you maybe might run into a good another opponent having a good day, but it is so heavily dominated by those three clubs in this league that if you can get over on two of them, you basically are insured to win the title. And I think that's why, if Barca can walk away after this Saturday with a victory over Diego Simeone's men, they're just positioned even better than they were. And then we kind of look over at the Atletico Madrid side, and Diego Godin, one of the best players in the world, one of probably the best player on Atletico Madrid. He said there's no magic formula to stop Messi. You just need great teamwork and to constantly cover each other's backs. And look, there is no formula. He's 100% correct. You can't stop transcendent players. LeBron James in the NBA. You can't stop guys like Brady and Manning in the NFL at their peak. You can't stop these great players. You can limit, you can prevent, and you could make it harder on them. But at the end of the day, they're going to get theirs, and you just have to try to minimize the damage as much as possible. Messi's just too good, and I think he always steps up in the games like this that matter. And that's the one thing you have to say is such a testament and will to these three players for Barcelona is whenever it seems like the competition is the stiffest, one of them always has an answer, and that's the luxury of having these three outstanding players. Suarez always lives for the pressure. Neymar always finds a way when you need him, and Messi is Messi. He is the undisputed best player in the entire world. There is a reason for that, and whenever you need them, you can call their number, and they will always be prepared. But I think we're set for. It's such good football. It really is. I mean, Atletico Madrid is. They've been in better form consistently this season than Real Madrid has. We all know the debacle with the Rafa Benitez thing. They were blowing out the lesser clubs in Real Madrid, but against the clubs that mattered, it wasn't working. And right now, we kind of saw that they had that 1-1 draw last weekend, and they kind of have to get back to their peak as well. But this is it. I mean, this is going to be the cream of the crop of La Liga that we'll get to watch this Saturday. I'm taking Barcelona to win it 2-1. I think that's the final on this one, and we will certainly see, because if Barcelona can come away with this one, they're just positioning themselves even more to win another La Liga title, and I think it's well warranted because they're the best club. They were the best club in world football last year. I think when it's all said and done this year in all competitions, we will be able to say that once again. But until then, Jersey Joe Archino here with the Sports Vault. You can follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino, on Instagram Jersey_Joe_Archino, and I'll be back next time.